Hey fam, it's Liz. This is a card reading for the month of February, to see what this month has in store for us. For this reading, I'm using the Quick and Easy Rider-Waite Tarot deck. I've already shuffled the deck, and these are the cards that came out. So let's get started. So our first card is the Eight of Swords. This card represents feeling powerless, stuck, and having a difficult time thinking clearly. The blindfold can also represent a lack of clarity, the inability to see the situation clearly or the outcome of our actions. The person pictured on this card is bound. This quote-unquote bondage is usually of our own making. We're just coming out of January, which is sort of known for the whole quote-unquote new year, new me type of New Year's resolutions. As we all know, these resolutions tend to fizzle out pretty quick, which can leave us feeling pretty crappy about ourselves. I feel like this card is really calling us out on that. Maybe some of us are feeling trapped in our self-made circumstances or stuck in our habits. We want to change, but we can't see how to reach those long-term, sustainable goals. I know this card sounds like a bummer, but it does remind us that solutions do exist. If we want to free ourselves from our own self-made bondage, we have to be willing to step outside of our comfort zone, let go of fear, make necessary, non-negotiable decisions, and reprioritize the things that will help us reach our goals. If you have no idea where to start, I suggest seeking out a coach, even if it's free content on YouTube, just to get you started. So that's all I have for this card right now. The next card is the King of Cups. This card represents someone who is compassionate and emotionally balanced. This king is someone who is warm, caring, and outgoing. He's extremely friendly and considerate of others. He is a wise and respected authority figure. This may represent someone you know and is a sign to learn from this person. I'm seeing that this king comes with advice to take control of our emotions. He's advising us to, quote-unquote, keep calm in turbulent times and to not become overwhelmed by our emotions. Sometimes shit hits the fan, and this king is letting us know that allowing ourselves to melt down or give up will not help the situation. He's advising us to pull up our grown-up undies and deal with the turbulence head-on with grace, compassion, and emotional stability. If you couple this card with the Eight of Swords, the King of Cups is telling us to, quote-unquote, stop whining, be an adult, and take control of your life. Next we have the Ace of Swords. So this card represents clarity, breakthroughs, and new beginnings. This can mean either a new idea for a project or a new opportunity. Consider this the quote-unquote aha moment card in this reading. It follows the King of Cups in that the outcome of taking his advice will help lead you to that aha moment that the Ace of Swords is talking about. Taking the advice given from the King of Cups and following through with this aha may open yourself up to new ways of thinking or a new idea that could also lead to a new opportunity. The Suit of Swords is an intellectual suit, but I'm also seeing the mental image of a muse that is connected to creativity. This may be letting you know that you need to be open to creative solutions. Going back to the Eight of Swords card that represented a lack of clarity and feeling stuck, the Ace of Swords is showing us that this aha moment will come with clarity and show us our path. The Ace of Swords is encouraging us to be open to new ideas and opportunities, and to draw on our creative and intellectual abilities. Last but not least, we have the Nine of Wands. This card represents persistence and inner strength. This card is encouraging us to stand tall in the face of adversity. We must be strong and persistent in order to reach our goals. Setbacks happen, but we can't let them keep us from moving forward. You may come up against people who want to sabotage your progress out of their own fears and insecurities. The Nine of Wands encourages us to not give in. I also see the King of Cups coming in to remind you to be respectful and compassionate with these naysayers. They're just scared. Come back with kindness and maybe even reach out a helping hand to them. If this doesn't seem like a healthy option, at least don't clap back. Ignore them and keep doing you. To add to that, the Knight of Wands also suggests setting clear boundaries and to be assertive in protecting those boundaries. The Knight of Wands says, quote unquote, stand firm in the face of challenges and you will achieve your goals. When we look at this reading as a whole, I see this month starting out with feelings of being stuck and having a lack of clarity. But as we move through it, I see shifts and aha moments. I see us gaining clarity and taking action towards reaching our goals. So that's our reading for the month of February. I hope you found it helpful, and I will see you next time.